And I think the question becomes, does partnering with 50 Cent help Drake repair his image, or does it do more damage in leaning into the narrative that he is trying to be or is seen as a fake tough guy all of a sudden, as Kendrick did paint him as in the battle that Drake continues to try to recover from and respond to in many different ways. All right, so the saga continues. Drake continuing to try to recover from and repair his image from the battle with Kendrick Lamar over this summer in 2024. And seems like some help may be on the way to help repair his image anyway. And that is 50 Cent. 50 Cent recently celebrated his birthday with a trip to Canada. He performed in Canada and made this post of he and Drake on IG. So he and Drake are working on some business together, brainstorming for some ideas. Now they both have been executive producers of very successful shows in the inner city street culture space. Now 50 Cent, of course, with Power and all the spinoffs from the Power series, and Drake with Top Boy, the Netflix series that he helped revive and was an executive producer for. Both shows are very successful now. Drake, of course, also an executive producer for the HBO show Euphoria. Probably doesn't want to think about that right now. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar and the song Euphoria. Now, some people are surprised by 50's support of Drake, as they see 50 as a real person and Drake as a fake person, and all those narratives that come from a little bit of a misunderstanding of the entertainment business, and also, I would say, being led around by gossip blogs and sort of opinions being formed on misinformation. But just going on history, what we know about 50 Cent for sure is that when he's in a battle with somebody, he's gonna hold the grudge, right? Until that person's career is over for the most part, right? And when Rick Ross entered the fray to go against Drake in the battle, right? That gave 50 the green light to support Drake, of course, right? Now, I'm sure they already had dealings with each other already as far as business. And of course, he would support the person he's probably going to be doing business with over anybody else, over the opposition, right? And of course, he's always going to take the opportunity to troll his former or current enemies, which Rick Ross is one of. As you can see by this post on Twitter here, their back and forth can get pretty personal pretty fast. I'm not going to read exactly what it says. You can read the screen because it's talking about criminal behavior, alleged criminal behavior, both parties. And yeah. But anyway, on his trip to Canada, let's get back to that. 50, of course, took to social media to troll Rick Ross. Let's play those clips now.
I want to thank you. I want to take the time out to thank you for making me feel so at home.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because some of y'all kick Rick Ross ass, right? So I want to thank you again for making me feel so at home. I can't believe what y'all did to Rick Ross. You did it?
Yeah. Did it?
You go right there, man.
He did it? Yeah.
Now who said Canada was soft? Who said that shit?
So of course, that's 50 being 50. Now, my opinion on him partnering with Drake on some film business is definitely a good move for Drake. And I think it definitely can be a good move for 50 as well. As we know, Drake, even though he's down right now, he does have a very large fan base that stretches worldwide. Now, 50 does as well, but I think they have different demographics that they reach. And that crossover potential could lead to great success. for both parties in whatever project that they collaborate on. And I would say for Drake, just being around 50, having somebody around with 50's experience and knowledge as far as dealing with being famous and being a rapper in the industry, it can fill a void of advice that Drake obviously has not been receiving up to this point with some of the moves that he has made. With advice like this clip from 50 right here.
If your appearance is your largest asset, you're gonna do some whole shit.
Things like that is what Drake needs to hear. He needs somebody to shed a light on some of the moves he chooses to make that would make him look better. But the question is, does partnering with 50 Cent help Drake repair his image, or does it do more damage in leaning into the narrative that he is trying to be or is seen as a fake tough guy all of a sudden, as Kendrick did paint him as in the battle that Drake continues to try to recover from and respond to in many different ways. Now, what made me think about this even more is this comment from Lomi Joy, user Lomi Joy SJ, where she states Drake is not 50 and Kendrick isn't Ja Rule. This is a culture war, and the culture loves Kendrick, loves Ken, and they also love 50. That tide can turn quickly. And will the tide turn quickly is the question. That's the thing. If the show is a hit and everybody loves a good street drama, a good crime drama, if they create a show, a Top Boy mixed with power type show where it's overseas and it's maybe London culture mixed with Toronto culture, mixed with New York culture or American culture in the streets, and it's a good show and people love it, does that help Drake? Does that help him recover? Being a part of that show, being an executive producer of that show. Top Boy, him becoming an executive producer and bringing back Top Boy was a very good look for him. And I think a lot of the backlash he faces right now is that as more information comes out about things people maybe didn't know, it hurt his image very badly. But now, in my opinion, in my experience and seeing the way people can sway back and forth, a hit show with 50 Cent, co-created with 50 Cent, would probably be a very big help to Drake's career. Many of his fans have still not turned on him, despite the people who dislike him and what many may want to think. He's not done as far as his career is concerned and things like that. That's a little bit far-fetched for such a big star, as long as he hasn't done anything illegal. I think a recovery is imminent. And I know for the Drake haters, I can just see you typing in the comments right now. Let me address it before you finish that comment. If you hate Drake so much, why did you click on this video? You should not have clicked on this video. I know that's blasphemous for me to say as a YouTube creator, but if you really do hate him so much, you probably should not be watching anything associated with Drake and anything with him in the thumbnail, even if you think I was going to be hating on him and bashing him in this video. Just, you know, that any clicks on his name in a video helps him and helps his career, helps his name in the algorithm. But since you did click on this video, like the video, hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button for me, hit that share button, hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. And understand that I'm just gonna cover what's happening, what I see and how I see it. It's going to be a balanced opinion. I do not fan out over artists because I don't know them personally. I do understand how entertainment goes behind the scenes. So that's my perspective. And where I sit in this conversation is Drake got destroyed in the battle. Some more things were uncovered about him that do not put him in the best light. He needs to address those things as he did, but he needs to address them a little bit more. Move on from the battle with Kendrick, so to speak, but also move to repair his name and get back to repairing his image and career. And as I stated earlier in the video, I think collaborating with 50 and having 50 around and taking that advice and those jewels that 50 may drop on him, take that and move forward with it. because some of the things he's been doing, as will be discussed in this video that you see at the end here, just click that video to see how 50 can help Drake make better moves as he still is taking digs at Kendrick. And I discussed how this may impact Kendrick and 50's relationship and whether there's any tension in that at all. Thank you for watching. Check out that next video and we out.